It is difficult for us here in North America, where Christianity has been the dominant religion for centuries, to get an accurate sense of what it was like in the early days of our faith. Early on, Christianity was not a major world religion with institutions and church buildings. No, early on, Christianity was the spiritual/social movement, often simply referred to as the way or the way of Jesus. As this way of Jesus spread across the Middle East, people readily recognized its countercultural nature. As you know, the Roman Empire was the prevailing power in the land. The Roman leaders, called Caesars, grew strong in power and influence, eventually asking people to swear their allegiance with phrases like, "Caesar is Lord." In contrast, Christ followers were fond of declaring, "Jesus is Lord." No, they weren't trying to start a political revolution. They weren't seeking political power or seats in the Roman Senate. They were simply stating that they were first citizens of the kingdom of heaven, and then second, citizens of the Roman Empire. As we might expect, this did not sit well with the powers that be. Though Christ followers were not likely to be much of a threat to the empire, the Romans understood how a movement could start and undermine Caesar's power, so they identified Christianity as subversive early in its development. Now, 2,000 plus years later, we are growing reacquainted with what it is to be a counter-cultural spiritual movement. The age of Christendom, wherein society and Christianity were thoroughly mixed in this country, has come to an end. The Christian story is one faith story among many. In addition, many people are not participating in organized religion of any kind, seeing themselves as nones, meaning spiritual, perhaps, but not religious. Others are the dones, those who were highly involved in church, but now are done with it, not likely to return. So the place of Christianity is moving toward the periphery of American society, at the very time volatility and life disruption are on the rise in our world. We are learning what it's like to participate with a faith and with churches that are contrast communities in comparison to the larger culture around them. In this current situation then, recognizing all of what I just described, what does it look like to be Christ follower? What does it mean to be a disciple of Jesus, to live in the way of Jesus? And then what is the purpose of our churches in this context? We believe a primary purpose of our churches is to help us become invigorated, authentic followers of Jesus. Our purpose is to turn we ordinary human beings into Christ followers, to help us live and love like Jesus. That, friends, is the action of this small group session. We are exploring how our churches can be incubators of discipleship, transforming average human beings into enlivened followers of Jesus Christ. Thank you for being here in small group number 6, and may God's Holy Spirit guide you as you vision together. I will see you again soon in small group number 7.